A state of calamity has been raised over the Philippine province of Batangas, where Christine triggered deadly landslides that left dozens dead.
Floods in the city reached as high as 12 feet, submerging 22 out of 27 barangays.
Several deaths recorded in Batangas.
5 are confirmed dead.
Severe tropical storm Christine devastates the Philippine province of Batangas, where at least 47 people were killed.
Sa sitwasyon po ngayon, wala akong tubig, walang kuryente. Sira po ang bubong, puro putik po lahat ng first floor. Wala akong gumaganang machine or equipment.
Now, the impact of severe tropical storm Christine still being felt in many parts of the country. In Pampanga, over 90 villages remain flooded, with more than 70 families still housed in evacuation centers.
Hello, kumusta po kayo? Welcome to the survey in and out of Balayan after the big storm. This morning I went with my wife to Balayan and was greeted by a flooded area. Other parts of Balayan were dry. This made me want to take the bike and go out and look at specific places which are known to be prone for damages after flooding and strong winds. Here another still flooded area. Medyo malalim ba ang baha, so the water is still a little bit deep. I was praying that the tricycle wouldn't stop. If it did, I would have gotten wet feet. But it didn't and turned left. Thanks God. Here's some of the damages the barangay encountered. You see a lot of wood already been removed from the street. Here we are on our way to Baywalk. Hello, Costa. Not very many people around today. There is still a strong breeze, and the water is not as smooth as it used to be. This view is fascinating. The ocean has given back what people have been throwing into it, spitting out tons of plastic and other debris. Time to take a look at the Dike Walk, our favorite place to go to another spot at Balayan Bay. But first we had to cross more flooded area. Here on the right side, a tent which had been ripped apart by the wind. And more water on the street. The dark house on the right side is the residence of the former mayor. In front of his house also a little ocean. In the back, the former town hall. Everything's dry here so far. Also no big problems for the public market on the left and the church on the right. And here we arrive at the Binambang River. The cemented path washed away and the wall being pushed over almost into the water. Here's something missing. It made the post for the power lines drop a couple of meters down. Here the Binambang River going south into the Balayan Bay. And we go down the dike walk towards Balayan Bay as well. Obviously, people here are busy removing the aftermath of the storm and flooding. Okay. The wall is still standing, but that little road has gone down. And what is left is being covered with mud about ankle high. Here a view of the portion I showed before. The residents told me that the water penetrated their houses up to their chest.
Grabe ah. So, tapos ka na maligo? Tapos ka na maligo? Di pa. Tatalong ka pa.
If I go to a neighboring barangay called Santol, here the dike has been washed away completely. Here I should have been warned. It wouldn't be easy with all of the mud. With the heavy bike, it's hard to steer through thick mud. Here the mud is getting thicker. This lady almost ran into me. Lots of fallen trees and branches left and right. And here our journey comes to an end.
Sarado. Ay, siya.
The road is closed because of fallen trees which still lie on the street. Balik sa dati. Now it's becoming one more time exciting. The only place I can go is the deeper part of the mud. Get out of it, which I eventually did. Here we are back on the Binambang Bridge on our way to town proper. Back to the Balayan market on the right side. And on the highway going to the neighboring town of Tui to find out what's going on there. On the left side, trees and branches blocking half of the street. Welcome to Tui. As it seems, things are looking pretty decent here. I don't know if they didn't have a lot of damages or they were already able to remove them. Going back to Balayan, passing the area with the fallen trees and branches, blocking one side of the road, as I mentioned earlier. This is it for day one, day two following immediately. Here we are, ready to look at day two outside of Balayan. This bridge was under construction ever since. And we go towards Matabungkay, Lian. Still in Balayan, same pictures left and right, fallen trees and branches. We approach the next bridge under construction. Here one of the old-time passenger jeepneys, which are becoming more and more rare nowadays. This little truck is not a casualty of the storm. It's been standing there for quite a while. But this sunken part of the right side of the street is definitely new. More debris on the road. This time it's mud and trees, including some boulders. Here, a huge tree which went down. This part of the street is clean and invites for a faster pace. Unfortunately, not for too long. Here, mud and dirt have been washed onto the street. Definitely not advisable to ride too fast in this area. To the left is the way going to Matabungkay. The signboard has been twisted. Another portion where the street is free of debris until here. And a nice road ahead again, inviting for a little bit faster pace. But our travel should end soon. Here at the not so nice portion of the street. And here we're coming up the place where the road stops. Unexpectedly, what had happened here? I was told I could take that little mud hill, which had been created as a detour, but I was not willing to because my bike is too heavy and I was afraid that I got stuck in the mud. And here is what happened to the road. It vanished. It seems as if it has been washed away, and the asphalt is lying now 5 meters deeper from its original position.
Balayan.
Balayan?
Oo.
Okay.
Balayan. Akala ko pwede ako umikot no, sa Subo tapos pabalik.
Lubong.
Subo. May kahapong nag-off-road ako yung sa Putik. Ayaw ko na.
Ayaw mo na.
Ang hirap, bigat. Ang
Meron
bigat.
doon, sa may... Punta dito labas niyo.
Instead of gambling and taking that little dirty detour, I decided just to go back and call it a day.